Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Benavidez over Terence Crawford. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And according to Michael Benson in Fight Hub TV, Eddie Hearn has come out and said he expects Canelo Alvarez to choose a fight over David Benavidez over Terence Bud Crawford. He stated, and I quote, "I think he picked Benavidez over Crawford because he knows he'd get the credit for fighting Benavidez, whereas he might not get the credit versus a guy 3 division lower in Terence Bud Crawford." He's 100% accurate and spot on in his assessment, because when you really look at the situation, you see that Canelo Alvarez fought Jermell Charlo. A Jermell Charlo everybody said that would outbox Canelo. A Jermell Charlo that people said that Canelo didn't have the skills to compete with. A Jermell Charlo that people said Canelo was ducking. And once Canelo dominated him in a masterclass, they said it was a cherry pick. They blamed it on the weight, and they said that Canelo Alvarez is taking advantage of his status. So at the end of the day, Canelo got zero credit for that win. So at the end of the day, what's the point of him picking Bud Crawford if he's going to get blackballed and slapped in the face with all of these cherry picking accusations? Think about what he gets from fighting Terence Crawford. Is it a legacy fight? No. His legacy's set. There's nothing Crawford can offer him legacy wise. The only thing that he's going to gain is excuses. People are going to say that Terence Crawford was too small. He went up in weight too much. He wasn't ready for that. None of this makes any sense. Canelo has nothing to gain, and he would be stupid to take the fight. I'm sorry. Terence Crawford has not even fought the best fighter at 160, but he's supposed to jump all the way up to 168 and fight Canelo Alvarez, the king of the division. He's never fought a tune-up at 168. He's never fought the best at 160. So what are we really talking about here? This is really stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. On the other hand, with David Benavidez, it's literally the biggest fight Canelo can take at the moment. He's already fought Jaime Munguia, which was a massive fight. Now, David Benavidez would be the next biggest fight he can make right now. It's the fight that everybody wants to see. His fans and his critics both want to see this fight. Everybody's clamoring for this fight. And so at the end of the day, this is the fight that everybody wants. It's a massive fight at this point. And Canelo Alvarez would gain the fact that he would be able to silence all of his critics by taking this fight. You know, rarely do you get a chance to shut people's mouths when they say you're a cherry picker. They say you're on decline. You're not good enough. You can't beat this guy. By Canelo whooping this guy's ass, he would get all the credit in the world. There could be no more doubt about how great Canelo is by beating the guy that they put up as the best, and that's David Benavidez. Now, another thing Canelo gains is the fact that he would be able to satisfy his mandatory for the WBC as well. So there's multiple things that Canelo gains. It's a big fight, silencing his critics, and satisfying a mandatory, whereas with Bud Crawford, everybody's just going to make excuses.